Hello everyone. Now we are going to see how to implement different type of resources in our Android project. But before that, I'm going to show you the snapshot of our project that will appear as a output after implementing different type of resources. In this snapshot, this rotating button is showing the view animation, and this color background is showing the of the color resources. Android workshop is written using the string resources, dimension resources, and the color resources. This is a string is written using the style resources and the string resources. This color box is showing the use of the color drawable resources. Now I had put the images on the button to show the use of the drawable resources. In this image view, there it displaying the sequence of the images to show you the use of the frame animation. In this session we are going to cover each type of resources one by one, but in this session we will cover layout resources, then string resources. First, layout resources. Whenever we create our project, this will appear as a default view for the project. This is the root directory of our project. Under this there is a resource resource directory. In this there are different kind of the resource subdirectories are present, like drawable resource subdirectory, layout resource subdirectory, menu, then values subdirectory. These are by default created subdirectories, but we can create some other subdirectories like raw, assets, anim, and some other. First we are going to see the use of the layout resources. For creating layout resources, go to the layout subdirectory and add XML file for using the different kind of the layout. As we had discussed different kind of layout in earlier session, so we are not going to discuss them. Here app resources.xml is showing the one of the kind of the layout for using the application user interface. When we see the app resource.xml, we can find that it contains the relative layout by default. Under this relative layout there is a text view where whatever be the present inside the relative layout, that will appear on a application user interface as a part of the project or the properties of the project. This will appear as a application of the project. So text view is showing that this text is appear as a part of the project when you run this project. Then for using the relative layout or the app resource.xml, go to the app resource directory, then source, then app resource.java inside the package. Then for using it app resource.xml as a application user interface, set the content view as a app resource.xml by passing it reference r.layout.appresource. R is the class file where different IDs are created for all the kind of resources, then type of the resources, then the particular name of the resources. In this way we can access the layout resources. Now another kind of the resources is string resources. For string resources, go to the value subdirectory, add your own XML file for string resources, or you can use string.xml for creating the string resources. Inside this there are two ways to create the string resources. One is string.xml and another is resource. In string.xml write the XML code for using this. Set the name properties as a name of the project which you want to use for reference the string resource. Then close the tag. In between the tags write the value which you want to show as a output for this string. Like I want to display Android workshop as a output. I had created one string in using the string.xml, another by resource element. This resource element is provided by the Android to create your object without writing the code, without resources without writing the code, then click the add button, select the type of the resource which you want to create, then pass the name which you want to refer, like string resource, then value which you want to display as a output. This is string resource is the value I had inserted. Now the some other kind of the resources you can find in this resource element is string, color, drawable, dimension, string array, item, style, then integer array, then this is plural string resources. Now you had seen both the way to create the resources. Now for using the resources, app resource.xml, or you can use app resource.java. By app resource.xml, I want to use this string on a text view, so set its text property as the path of your string. Then at the rate is for referring the resources. Then this is the type of the resource, like here is string, then name of the resource, like string resource I pass here Android. Now for you showing another string in using the app resource.java, I want to insert one text view for other string. Then this text view id is created to access the text view, particular text view. Then I want to fix it, this text view length by 300 pixel and height is 50 pixel. Now for using the string resources, go to the app resource.java. First you have to access the text view in which you want to display your string. Create the object of the text view. Then I want to access this by id, then find view by id, then pass the reference to this text view by id, so id is passed for the reference. Then text view is the name of the particular text view passed in it, like let's see what I had written here, text view 1. Okay, so for another text view the same procedure is done here, but just change the name of the object. Now we had created this text view, it is showing some error, so because we have to import the package for the text view, accessing the text view, and this will be removed when you run the project. Now create the now access the string resources. For accessing the string resources, create the string variable, then get resource is used to access the different kind of the resources. This function is used for accessing the different kind of resources. Then for accessing the string, string resource, pass the get string. Then for accessing the particular string of the your string.xml, pass the reference to that, and you can see, like I want to access the string resource named string, then semicolon. Then I want to display this string in a text view 1, so text view 1 dot set text property is set, then pass the name of object of the string. After that, run the project. Now this will appear as a output, and that workshop is written using the app resource.xml, and this is string resources is written using the app resource.java. So here, up to here, you had learned the use of string resources and layout resources. Now in next session we are going to cover other type of resources.